Well, I think one of the greatest things probably in the history of this country happened yesterday, and that is exactly the bloodless and civilian was sort of transfer of power and the entrance of the Taliban, because you have a capital right now who inhabits almost more than 6.5 million people, and a lot of them were the IDPs from other provinces who have moved to Kabul. And any battle in the capital would have been catastrophic and disastrous, and there would have been bloodshed everywhere. But I think the Taliban were overall patient. They waited at the outskirts of the capital, at the gates, although they could run over Kabul, but they waited for a transfer of power peacefully. But then later on, some of the government officials who were still responsible for the security of Kabul, in order to avoid chaos and loot by the opportunist groups, they vacated some of their places, and then the Taliban has to selectively enter to the capital in order to avoid that. So the more the government vacated, the more they filled the gap. Largely, it seems that Kabul fell without a battle, but there were still sporadic gunfires and infiltrations at certain areas, but that has been largely reported not to be done by the Taliban, but by the opportunist groups who are trying to take the advantage of the situation. So Kabul is still in a transfer mood. The Taliban are still consolidating, and the population overall is waiting for the declaration or last announcement of the type of the government that the Taliban would be having after this.
Now we have only about a little after a minute here, a little more than a minute till we head out to a break, but stay with us, please. Your university was founded in 2002 after the fall of the last Taliban regime. Are you at the university feeling especially threatened? Or do you fear an imminent shutdown or imposed controls on curriculum?
Since yesterday, we have off our campus because that in the transition, it is possible that at times somebody is harmed, or in order to avoid any harm by any side or by any person, we have sent everybody home. But we also got a message from the Education Commission of the Taliban saying that they would be supportive of the education sector, and they have also called on all the